Hello there, blade fans, and welcome back to this old sword blade reviews. And I've got a brand new one for you today. I got sent 3 of these knives from Mikkel Willumsen, the designer, noted custom designer and custom maker from Copenhagen, Denmark. This is called the 07, and we've got multiple different blades, multiple handles. This one is kind of a muted, partially shiny. I would call it kind of shiny. Maybe it's tumbled. 440C on all of these. And before you diss 4040C, if you've ever had surgery, it's likely the steel that your surgeon used in his scalpel, so he trusts it. One of the first stainless steels out there, and unfortunately, we've moved along and we're steel snobs now, so we like other stuff with special names. This is a good serviceable steel. It's not difficult to sharpen. It comes through with a screaming edge. And this 07 is what I would call a clip point for sure. It's slightly rounded at the top, so almost a spear, almost a bowie. It doesn't upturn like a bowie, however. They're full-size knives. Certainly get your hand on it. All are either GRN, FRN, molded, tough stuff. You can hear how hard that stuff is. Glass reinforced nylon. Comes with kind of a cool lanyard with a bead, 07. Clip is completely transferable to the left side. It's a wire clip held in by a single screw. And these slots in the handle hold it in place, so you only need that screw. Very similar to what Spyderco and some other companies are doing on theirs on certain models. Bar lock, very smooth. If I can show you how smooth. Yeah, there we go. See if we can get out just a little bit more here. That's better. So one of the smoothest bar locks I have come across, truly. I looked in there. These are mine to review and then send back, so not really mine, so I'm not going to disassemble it, but it appears as though it's riding on nylon and maybe brass, kind of a combo. Easily flicked out, beautiful drop shut action. You can use the bar lock in both directions to open and close it. I just don't have the room. I should. There we go. Very smooth. Roll it out so easily, and yet we have good detent. We have no movement in the closed position, no lash there. Very decent thumb studs that are sort of the pyramidal, concentric, circle, conical shaped. And it's a shinier blade. It's a shinier clip, although you don't have a lot of the clip since it is a wire clip. The amount of tension there is actually very, very good. And it has gone in and out of the pocket pretty easily in the times that I tried that out. Just got these the other day, and again they'll be going back. These are only being carried right now, as far as I can see, at Knife Country, and I'll leave you the link. How much, you might ask? Well, $75 MSRP, but they're going for $55 on Knife Country. So I feel that is a good price, right in there with Petrified Fish and some other brands, some of the lower end damn designs, right in there with some of the lower end Best Techs. And we have lots of options. I'm going to measure this up first, and then we're going to bring out a few comparisons and the 2 other flavors of this knife that got sent my way. Overall, 8 1/4 inches. Blade length 3.4, we're going to call that, to the handle, 3.5 cutting edge. So about the same as the Chibs, which I'll bring out in a moment, one of my favorite EDCs. Since this is set to millimeters, let's do the blade stock, 3.4. Switching to inches, 0.13, and a handle of just about a 1/2 inch, 0.51. Not a very heavy knife, which is nice. We'll get into some of the other particulars in a moment. So we put the lanyard up there. We got 3.6. If I drop the lanyard, got about a 5 point, I think I misspoke, 5.36, 5.01. So really, I'm going to call that a 5-ounce knife. That lanyard bead acts as giving you a fair amount of weight. I don't know if that's steel. Nope. I'm guessing it's going to be aluminum. I don't think it's going to be titanium in a knife at this price level. Really smooth though. I mean, again, at least as good as a Benchmade bar lock, axis lock. And we've got a decent stop pin there. Ergos, it's an interesting tapering handle. It goes from large up in the front part of the handle there near the pivot. Couple of hints of finger grooves there. And room for 2 fingers at the end. So definitely comfortable. 1/2 inch, not bad. Jimping, a little on the smooth side. Just kind of bumps basically. It does grab you a little, and you got plenty of room to put your thumb out all the way on the knife. Let's show you what else came my way here. Same knife, different flavors. Here's one to knock your socks off. This is a gold coated, and I'm not sure whether this was polished first and then coated or not, but definitely it's a mirror gold with a black GRN handle. Same setup with the same lanyard. And black with a blacked out blade with a OD green handle. And there you can see the Willumsen designers, makers logo, and the steel with the name of the knife. So quite a variety here for the 07 so far, and that is ZEOR, then numeral 7. You'll see that in the thumbnail anyway, and in the title of this video. It's an interesting, good, basic budget knife. And let's give you a comparison between this 07 and a flipper that's been out for a bit now, and this is the Chibs. Absolutely one of my favorite designs. And Mikkel has designed knives for concept. This is his own brand. He's designed for concept, he's designed for Wii, and he makes some exquisite one-of-a-kind customs. I'll make sure you have a link to his Instagram in the notes. As I say, I really like that blade design. This is very much an echo of that at a lower price point. These are coming in really only slightly higher price. We'll call it street price, which is my term for which you actually end up paying and not what the manufacturer says the knife costs. This is coming in, I think, around $70 or so. You can check that out. It's a good deal for 14C 28N. It's a liner lock as opposed to a bar or axis lock. And it is a press metal deep carry clip. These switch by way of a slot underneath the scale. Now if we were to compare this to good old Benchmade Griptilian, I think it's going to come in a bit larger, just slightly longer, maybe 1/4 of an inch or so, and a taller knife. And there's your action on the Griptilian. I think the action on this feels a little stronger, maybe because the blade's a little heavier, I'm not sure, but definitely a bit smoother. If this was my knife, I'd most likely take the lanyard off. I'm not a lanyard guy, but if you're a lanyard guy, you can keep that lanyard on there or swap it out for one of your own. How about Rat 1 comparison? Well, we know the Rat 1 is going to be a bit longer than most knives, and that's true in this case. I would say it's coming in maybe 1/2 inch longer. How's the centering on this guy? Ever so slightly off. How about on this copy? Yep, just a little to the T8. Well, it's not, they're both T8 sides. A little bit to the, we're going to call that right side, left side. A little bit to the left side. But you know, now that looks just about exact. You could probably tune that up with your Torx. It's certainly not scraping or anything terrible like that. And the blade to handle ratio, you know, it's coming up a bit short. We've got a little more handle than blade, but sometimes that's good. Some of my favorite knives have a big old handle and a shorter blade. As long as you can hang on to it, that's the important thing. It's the ones that have a teeny little handle you can barely get your fingers on that make it tough for me. So this again is the Willumsen, made by the Willumsen company. I don't know who the OEM is. I don't think these are actually being produced in Denmark. It's quite likely they're made overseas, but a good, solid, serviceable EDC knife. Check out the links. You can go out to Knife Country and see if you're interested in purchasing one. Blech. Early in the morning here on the East Coast, and I hope you're enjoying your day. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe. Seems as though I wanted to show you all the little accessories that come with the Willumsen 07. So here's a little segment showing you that it comes with this soft padded sock, which is a cool thing. Comes with a Torx wrench T8. Tells you right there it's a T8. Put that on your keychain and use it really for any of your T8 knives. This is the little rubber patch with hook and loop attachment on the back. Very nice. Willumsen Copenhagen. If you do chewing tobacco, you can put that in with your Copenhagen tobacco. All right. Just wanted to show you those little goodies that come with this knife.